Gas masks and hand grenades. Gas masks and hand grenades. Gas masks and hand grenades. Gas masks and hand grenades.
Yo, what is happening, YouTube? It's Gas Masks and Hand Grenades here. I'm your host, Jeff. I am back. I'm back to feeling about 80% of what I was... Man, god damn, I was fucking sick for about 10 or 12 days. The second time in 2.5 months. Very concerning, but we won't dwell on that. I'm here for a collection update tonight. And, but before we do that, lots of stuff to show. Because the fun never ends, neither does the spending, of course. Got a big batch of CDs and a lot of vinyl, so we're going to need to get rolling here quickly. Before we do, a couple of things. We'll do this now because if anybody wants these are download codes. Marissa Nadler, For My Crimes. We'll get to that in a minute here. That's one of the new albums I picked up, and it's kind of special. And I'll show you why in a minute. But there is the download code for Marissa Nadler, For My Crimes. Next up, Dark Descent. I don't know what this is, so it might be a surprise. It might be Crypt Sermon. It could be something else. I honestly do not know. So... first come, first serve on these guys. Download code for Dark Descent Records. I'm not sure what it is. It'll be a surprise. And another download code from Dark Descent. It could be Crypt Sermon again. I honestly do not know. It could be... it's not Depravity, because that's the one thing I'm still missing. So, I don't know what this is. Good luck. Alright, next up. From Mondo, People Under the Stairs, Don Peak, soundtrack for People Under the Stairs. Have at it. Go have fun with it. We'll get to that in a minute. And then I've got these. I hope these are still live. They may not be. I'm not sure if I shared them before. David Eugene Edwards, the singer, main guy behind 16 Horsepower. I got one copy that was all damaged and bent up, so I sent it back, but I forgot to send the download code back, so who knows, there you go. And then a second one, so there's two of them. One of them definitely is live, one of them may not be, I don't know. This is a really cool album, man. I mean, give it a shot, see if you like it. They're free, so enjoy them. Alright, what's up, AZ Mick, Tip Fan, what's up, dude? Devin, yeah. Eric, what's up? Nate, what's up, dudes? So there you go. Download codes. I may have more of them that I don't even know I'm sitting on because sometimes I never get them out of, like they don't fall out of the album. If they don't, I don't check for them. So there you go. I don't do downloads. All right. I don't think you can hear this, but in the background, we're listening to Coil, Music to Play in the Dark 2. This is a new acquisition. There will be a deep dive with, hopefully with John Halm and my buddy Stunty over in Sweden. We're gonna do like a primer for Coil. Now Coil, if you don't know them, one of the foundational early experimental bands, kind of electronic, found sound, all kind of weirdness, awesome stuff. It's kind of like if you mixed Tangerine Dream and Throbbing Gristle. So there you go. And by the way, my window air conditioner is taking a shit on me and is barely working, so I really need the fan on me because it's, with my autonomic problems, it's very warm in here. So there we go. All right. Before we continue on, gonna pimp the shirt. Artwork by Heavy Art Talk by Lee G. Double-sided, where music melts your mind, and I always forget to say it, but I'm going to have a new intro soon. Jimmy and I are going to work on that, and I'll have that incorporated in it. These are $25 for United States, unless you're in Hawaii or Alaska. But actually, Alaska was, unless you're really out there in the sticks in Alaska. Canada, unfortunately, it's expensive. Just ask Eric. Eric knows. And so does Tim if he shows up here. So, yeah, so that's kind of the drill on those. It'd be nice. I need to order a new set. Right now, I'm actually down to 2 mediums left, and they are actually spoken for the guys in Horrendous, some of the guys in Horrendous. I'm going to be printing up a new batch with Marty. Might be the last batch, so if you really want one, get in on them. $25 paid. That's it. If you're over in Europe or something like that and you want one, you got to contact me through an email. All that stuff's in the description for all my videos. Might not be in this one, but I'll put it in there later. Yeah, I did hear, Ryan. Yeah, I heard. I didn't know he was 63, though. But he had a neurological disease, and it was called... I forget the name of it, but it's the same thing that Robin Williams died from. Well, Robin Williams unfortunately committed, you know what, the S word. But it's the same thing. I forget the name of it. It's a type of palsy. I forget what it's like ALS, but scarier in a lot of ways. So, okay, last thing. Upcoming events. Since I'm finally feeling well, I had to postpone a lot of stuff. But a bunch of that stuff's happening. Number one, on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. This is the only one I don't have locked in yet. Dom from Fulci is going to be with me one of those days. And I'm not sure which day and what the time is, but look for him on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday. I'm not sure which. But Fulci. On Thursday, I've got Alex from Vile Rights coming in, and Friday I've got the legendary Dan Swano coming in. Now we're only going to be talking about Edge of Sanity reissues. Got to turn that down a little bit. We're only going to be talking about the Edge of Sanity reissues, but he's pledged to come back probably in September to do a full-fledged real gas mask type interview. You know how I usually do. So a couple things to note. Oh, also, we just did the Amorphous first half of the catalog for the Amorphous deep dive with Jimmy and Peter from over in Ireland, and Jimmy from Future Ruins. Peter is the Metal Vault on Instagram. Check that out, man. It was really a killer one. It was good to get back to the deep dives. It's been a long, long time. We're going to fire that engine back up. Anathema, well, part 2 of Amorphous will be in early September. And I'm hoping to get Anathema, the first part of Anathema, started in September as well. So those are ones that are coming. I'm also thinking about doing a deep dive by myself on my own with the band The Church out of Australia. They're really one of my favorite kind of alternative rock bands. Love The Church, and frankly, finding someone to do that with me may not be easy to do. A lot of people only know like Under the Milky Way or maybe one album by then. I have pretty much the whole catalog, and I love that band, so I might actually do that myself. That's something I may work on by myself. Yes, Eric, they're all being remastered, remixed, I believe. I don't know about remixed, but we'll talk to Dan and find out what all he did there. But then they all come with a bonus disc, and you'll see that in a minute here. What else? Seems to me I'm forgetting one thing next week, but and there's going to be a Pink Floyd deep dive with probably Chuck and my buddy Tom Draper coming up in the near future. Not sure when. That'll be a 2-parter too. We're not going to do these 10-hour epic long things. So and then I'm working on a couple interviews for September, one of which I'm hoping comes true. It could be a huge one, massively huge. I don't want to tip my hat on that just yet, but there you go. So I think that's all the updates right now. Again, Dan Swano next Friday at 11 a.m. I didn't say that. And Alex from Vile Rights is going to be at 9:30. Also, the one for Fulci will be in the middle of the afternoon, probably 2 o'clock. I believe 2 o'clock Wednesday is what we're shooting for. So there you go. Eric, all the whole Edge of Sanity catalog is being reissued, remastered, maybe remixed, cleaned up, and also every album's coming with a bonus disc of demos, alternate versions, all that kind of good stuff that they use to resell stuff we've already bought. Although I didn't buy any of the Edge of Sanity stuff until the one you're going to see in a minute. And I'm glad I didn't, because these will be the definitive versions. I don't know if there's vinyl. I think there is. Pretty sure there is. We'll talk to Dan about that. I'm pretty certain there is. So decided not to go that route with this catalog, but there you go. All right, so we're going to get started. I think I'm going to go CDs first. I have one box set, only one. I've been chilling on the box sets lately. I just haven't run across much that I've been into. I think I've got everything I've gotten in recently, but man, who knows with me. I put stuff, it goes all over the place, and then I realize, oh shit, I haven't listened to that, or, and then I kind of go back to it and go, oh, okay. So I may be missing one or two CDs that may come up in the future, but here we go. Robin Trower, Bridge of Sighs, 50th anniversary. James Dewars, man, one of the greatest rock singers from the 70s. RIP. Robin's still around. I think Robin is 82, 3. He's getting up there. This one comes with the original 74 album mixed, but it's remastered. Hey, Andrew, what's up, dude? Can you guys hear the music? Somebody let me know if you can hear the music. Okay, so it's the Bridge of Sighs 74 album remastered. Then here we got the 2024 stereo mix with outtakes and rarities. Down here we've got disc 3 is live at the record plant in Sausalito, May of 74. And then we have, what else do we have? We have, there's a 5.1 Blu-ray, or is it, I don't know if it's a Blu-ray. Yeah, Blu-ray. So you get the original 74 album mix. You get the Dolby Atmos mix, 5.1 surround, 2024. You get the outtakes and rarities as well, and then you got live at the record plant. So it's all on there. Plus you get instrumental mixes too. Yeah, man. Dude, I love this album. One of my favorite 70s albums here, Wade. And thanks for coming last night, man. It was cool to know that Steve knows you. Can you guys hear the music? Please let me know. This is nice, and I kind of think I like these better than the Jethro Tull ones because they're big. These are a little less on the of the notation stuff, but yeah, super stoked to get into that. Just got here today, super stoked. So can someone please let me know about the music? Now this might be a repeat, I'm not sure. I hope it's not, but it might be. So if it is, my apologies. What the fuck did I do? There it is. I'll just turn it down one more notch. Okay. It seems I showed these somewhere, but I could not find them on my last two updates. So I don't know. A little bit. Okay, I'll turn it down one more notch. We're listening to a band called New England. You'll see their CD in a minute here. But, I don't just listen to metal, as you guys know. And I bought both of these reissues of one of my favorite bands from the 80s, Alphaville. Prostitute, which is a double CDs that has the original album, and then singles, remixes, and demos. These are the guys that did Forever Young. If you ever saw the movie Napoleon Dynamite, I believe the song is on there. I believe it's been a lot of movies, John Hughes movies probably. Forever young, I want to be forever young. Believe me, I couldn't have done that 2 days ago, man. My voice was shot and my lungs were even more shot. So I'm grateful to be feeling better. Okay, so Prostitute by Alphaville. And then this is their more, probably, I don't know if it's the most recent, but probably close to most recent, I think. Alphaville Salvation. This album fucking rules. Absolutely killer synth pop. I don't know if you just call them synth pop or dream pop or whatever. 3 CD version here. Yeah, Salvation rules, man. It's great, isn't it? It's super killer, right? Everybody knows that song, right? Yeah, great stuff. It really is. It's amazing. Prostitute, not as good as this album, but it's good. And then, of course, the original album, Forever Young, has like Big in Japan and Summer in Berlin, and that I'm hoping they do. I think they did that with this, but I couldn't find it cheap, so it looks like it's already out of print for the reissue. But this one has the original mix, singles and remixes, and then demos and remixes. So three CDs, killer stuff there. I'm super glad I got that. All right, let's see what else. Talking about Edge of Sanity. Here's the first of the reissues. Purgatory Afterglow. I don't know why they didn't start the beginning and work their way down, but the first album is the first one. I forget the damn name. Something Into Death. Somebody help me out. Something Into Death. Somebody help me out with that. Slipcase. 2 CDs. There you go. We've got CD1 is, it's remastered. CD2 is the remix of it, plus some bonuses. So it's actually both, Eric. They're doing a remix and the original remastered. So very, very cool. I listened to this when I went down to see Horrendous on the way to Baltimore. That's when I got sick. Really nice, big, thick booklet to this. A lot of good stuff here. Nothing But Death Remains. Thank you, Wade. Yeah, that's the one that comes out this Friday, which I won't have in hand when I interview Dan. So it's just when it comes out. This is the first one out. The next one is Nothing But Death Remains. I don't know what's after that. I got to go look on the website and see what the release schedule is. I'm not even sure they've released that stuff. It's on Century Media, and I will say, shockingly, this was only $21, so about $10 a disc. Pretty good value for money. Kind of shocked by that. At Century Media, I thought they'd be $35 or something crazy like that. So yeah. Now I'll finally be able to get all the Edge of Sanity stuff, and again, Dan Swano, Friday. The only problem with this fucking booklet is it's so fat you can barely get it out of the damn front of the jewel case. So, and of course the jewel case is broke, but you know. So yeah, Purgatory, Afterglow, Edge of Sanity, Dan Swano next Friday at 11 a.m. All right, this is Derek Vella's solo album. I Hardly Knew Me. Derek Anthony Vella, and just as basically a cardboard sleeve. He self-financed all this. It's all acoustic, and he's a really, really awesome acoustic player. Really, really cool. Kind of shows a lot of his influences. And you'll have to check it out. It's a beautiful album. It's lovely. So, Derek, if you're watching, if you ever catch this, thank you. This was a gift from Derek, which I thought was really beautiful, man. You know, I love that guy. I love that guy. I love the Two Mode guys. Finally got to meet Max and all the guys, Kevin, and who I'd met earlier in July. And I got to meet Payson. Just wonderful, wonderful guys. So, okay. What else do we have? Yeah, I definitely hear a huge difference in the remix, no doubt. Yeah. Yeah, Derek's awesome, man. Derek is awesome. Okay. Slowly accumulating the Riot albums past the first 5. And I got this one, The Privilege of Power. Terrible looking cover. A great album, but man, the horns on here. The horns really, I struggle with them. The riffy stuff, the really great. This is the guy that was on, I think the guy on Riot 5, isn't it? Or no. Is it Tony Mills? Is that the guy, or am I thinking of the wrong guy? And this is the Japanese reissue version. I don't know if it's him or not. I want to say it is. No, it's all in Japanese. Oh, wait. I don't know. I'm not sure. So, you can look that up. I should know that. I really don't know about Riot much past, although I have Riot 5, I don't really know much about them past the first 5 albums, which are my favorites. Of course, Riot Fire Down Under is one of my favorite albums of all time. There you go, Riot, The Privilege of Power. It's really good. I just wish they would have fucked the horns off, man. God, the horns are terrible. The horns really, but they're not on every track, which is the good part. So, all right, finally got around to picking this up because I was going to go see these guys on the 7th with Lamb of God. I did not get this when it came out because I was very poor and didn't have an income, so I couldn't afford to. Hushed and Grim. I still need one more. I need Emperor of Sand. I have everything else original and, when it came out, but this is a really good album, man. Really, really fucking good album. But I was too sick. I started getting really, really sick around the 6th of August, and there was no fucking way I could go to see them and Kerry King and Lamb of God. So, oh well, shit happens. But really, really killer album. A double album. I think it's a super strong album. I know everybody's Leviathan and, God damn it, Crack the Sky, and I kind of like all eras and all albums by them. I think The Hunter is the only album that I'm not crazy about. So, all right, this is one I've been after for a long time, and I finally got it. And my good friend Richard Barbieri from Porcupine Tree and Japan and all those bands finally sent me a copy of Indigo Falls, and it's autographed by he and his wife. It's an album with Steve Jansen, and Steven Wilson's on it. Yako Jaksik from King Crimson is on it, I believe. Steve Jansen from Japan. Raintree Crow. Yeah, this is special. This is a beautiful, beautiful album. It's synth pop, kind of, but more experimental. So kind of ethereal and very, very cool. It's called Indigo Falls, but it's from Richard Barbieri and Suzanne Barbieri. That's and thank you, Richard. Thank you very much for this. It means the world to me, man. Okay. I saw that show. Yeah, I was there, buddy. I was at that show. This one I haven't even opened yet. It's still in the shrink because I got in while I was really sick, so I wasn't listening to much music then. But finally got Alcest's Spiritual Instinct. It's kind of their more rocky album, their first for Nuclear Blast. I like it. I don't love it as much as the more ethereal stuff. The third and fourth albums are kind of my favorite, but this album, I gotta find it. Hang on, things were out of sequence here. Give me a sec here. Something got knocked out of sequence. Okay, here it is. So I picked this up, the new Alcest, and it's gorgeous. Is it as good as La Lumiere and I don't know how to say those words, Escales, whatever? Not as good, but it's very close. This is back to the dream pop, shoegazy black metal stylings of those two albums, which are my favorites. I don't even know how to say this, man. Les Chants de l'Aur. Beautiful, beautiful album by Alcest. Tried to get Nij on, didn't happen. Yeah, man, this is from the Theories of Flight tour when I saw him down in Sellersville. So yeah. Two new Alcest to add to the collection. Super stoked for those. Right. Now, you guys know I went on a crazy, stupid, psychotic waltz kick. Well, you're going to see these albums twice. Not these particular albums. You're going to see in CD format and in vinyl format because I love this band. I need it in both. So you got Mosquito, Scott Burns produced, double CD with the, let's see, this is the 1994, and then you get, on disc 2, you get Jam Room demos, instrumental daily studio outtakes, Mosquito demos 93, and then, what's this say? Unused ideas. You know, I love this fucking band, so had to get these both. Again, they come with 2 CDs, gatefolds. I don't love these digipacks, but whatever. Nice booklets, lots of anecdotal notes from Devin Graves about each track. Period photos. Devin has hair there a long time ago. Yeah, there you go. So, Mosquito. And then fuck, I forget the name of this. Into the Everflow, which I think might be my favorite of theirs. But I love all of them, so I can't really choose. It could change from day to day. Into the Everflow, same deal. You know, 2 CDs, booklet. This one comes with the 1992 Into the Everflow CD, bonus material, Into the Everflow demos, 91. Aslan demos. It's got the Aslan demos. That was what Psychotic Waltz's original name was, Aslan. And also a Social Grace 8-track demos from 1989. So lots of goodies on here. You know, do I ever listen to those on repeat, the demo shit and the bonus stuff? Probably not. Probably not. But I do check them out at least once or twice, and then they kind of get filed. But I needed these. Well, I didn't really need these because I went out and spent an absurd amount of money on the originals. I found all the originals and kind of sourced them out for way too much money, but I needed to have these reissues for all the demos and stuff like that. So, okay, where else? I don't know where this came from. I think Rick sent me this. I haven't even checked it out yet. Splintered, so I'm not sure what this is. Oh no, you know what this came with? Actually, this came with the Steven Wilson Bass Communion. This is Richard Johnson from Lumberton Trading Company. He's the guy that runs that label. This is his project. I haven't listened to it yet, but it's in the vein of Bass Communion, so I got to check that out yet. We're listening to this right now, New England. This is their 3rd album. Their first album, or is it their 3rd album or 2nd album? Might be their 2nd album. This is power pop, pomp rock. Love this band. Their first album, one of my favorite albums of the late 70s. It was 79. Has that song, Don't Ever Want to Lose Ya. Don't ever want to lose ya. Bah, bah, bah. Anyways, this is really good. Not nearly as good as the first album, but it's really, really good. I had to have it. It was only $10, so I had to grab it. And that's what's playing right now. All right. These might have been shown before, but I couldn't find them on my videos when I sped through them, so I have no idea. I just couldn't find them, so I don't think I showed them. Finally got Angel Witch, 30th Anniversary Expanded Edition. Why I didn't own this before, I just don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know. Double disc here. You know, this is a classic new wave of British heavy metal album. And what you get on here is you get the original album. You get 3 bonus tracks from BBC Friday Rock Show session, March 14th, 1980. And then disc 2 is a bunch of demos, some 12-inch singles, some 7-inch singles, some edits, some B-sides, and Metal for Mother's LP version of Baphomet. Killer album, man. Killer album. The only thing I don't love on it are the vocals. The vocals are a little bit... I think that's the reason I kind of put this off getting it, but I'm acclimating to it now. So, Angel Witch, the self-titled debut, the 30th anniversary edition. And staying in that vein, Angel Witch, Angel of Light, which came out in 2019. And I gotta tell you, I fucking love this album, man. If you haven't heard this Angel Witch album, I think it's fucking great. The first, Don't Turn Your Back, Death from Andromeda, We Are the Damned, The Night is Calling, man. This album fucking rules. Great riffs, better vocals. Still not great as a vocalist. What's his name? The main dude, Kevin. Someone help me out, Kevin. Help me out. I'm still a little brain foggy from the illness that I was suffering. So, yeah. If you haven't checked this album, this album is fucking great, man. So, yeah. And killer album. All right. Oh, I did get another box set. I forgot. Hold on. All right. We'll do that one now. I got a great price on this. I could not say no. It's the Forgotten in Space 6 CD box set. It was just too cheap to pass up at $27, man. I think it was $33 for the whole thing. It was like 50% off. Thought about the vinyl, but I just didn't want to pay $125 for it. So this came out in 2022. What you get in here is, and this box is stupid to get open, man. Like, it just is so hard. The main reason I went for this was for this. The Dimension Hatros demos. I really wanted this one. And it also has a live show in here and a DVD, I think. Is there a DVD in there? Let's read what it contains. So it has Roar, Killing Technology, Dimension Hatros, No Speed Limit Live, 1986, Dimension Hatros, the demos, and Chaos Mongers, the DVD. And there's a mini documentary with interviews, live performances, behind the scenes promotional videos from 85 through 89. Previously unreleased video concert live from Chicago in 88. This is on the DVD, by the way. An audio concert from World War III Festival 1985. And then a 20-page booklet, which is nice. You get these cardboard slips. I don't remember if they all have art on them or not. I think they all kind of look like this. I don't think they have special artwork. I don't think. Here's the booklet. Cosmic Drama. Pictures, write-ups. It's Voivod. I gotta own kind of everything I can get from Voivod. So, yeah, there you go. I just noticed, I don't know why this is, but it's got a nice dimple right here. I hate that fucking shit, man. But I probably did it to myself. Roar, Dimension Hatros. Of course, I own all this stuff in original CDs from back in the 80s. Don't have them on vinyl. I'm accumulating the vinyl slowly. I have quite a few of them now, but I don't have this early stuff. I think the earliest I have is probably Nothing Face on up. I think I have that. So here's the video. Oh no, that's the live thing, and then there's the DVD. So, you know, I had to have it, and that's the illness talking, man. Always gotta have more. But I give no fucks, right? Okay. So that's the other box set that I picked up. And what else do we have here? We're almost to the end of. No, we still got a few. I don't remember I showed this, but this is Stephen Williams, the itself of itself, dark ambient drone. Had Steve on about 2 months ago. Killer album, first album in 12 years. Nice big thick booklet in here with Carl Glover photography. Love that shit. He just does the most coolest artwork, man. Photography. So if you like Steven Wilson and drone music, you want to check out Bass Communion. This one's it's not maybe the one I would suggest to start with, but it's pretty cool. And then this also comes with, you know, a sleeve somewhere. Uh-oh. I don't know where the oh, there it is. Comes with a cool little Obi strip. You know, I love that kind of weird shit. So that's from Lumberton Trading Company, and that is that Richard Johnson guy that I just showed you his album Splintered. So I might have showed this one before. If I did, oh well. Let's see. I finally got these two. I've been wanting these two. Night Tales, Voices of the Cronian Moon. I love this album, man. I haven't listened to this one yet. This is the first one. They're working on a new one. I'm hearing it's probably going to come early 25. Darkness, Silence, Mirror, Flame. Got to check this one out. But man, I love this album. Is it anything new or innovative? Nah, but it's great. I want to get these guys on. I want to try to get them on. So I'm going to work on that because I know Avinash, the bass player. I'm going to see if he can get one or two of the other guys on. Night. Kind of like Thin Lizzy and New Wave of British Heavy Metal, but darker with Lemmy on vocals. But not quite as abrasive, more dark and sinister sounding. That's what I would say. Kind of like Lemmy on vocals, but more sinister and a little bit more blackened. Really killer guitar licks, great solos, really melodic guitar playing. Love that shit, man. Love it. All right. All right, here's one that Rick sent me. Oh, along with the thing that Richard sent me, the album, he sent me a couple other stuff. He sent me his latest solo album from 2021, I believe. I already had it, so I'm going to send that out to Jimmy. But that was really kind of him, too. And then he sent me this, which I've never, ever seen. It's a thin line sampler from probably from Third Stone, which was their... Or no, One Little Indian, I'm sorry. And it's got tracks from from Flower Mouth, from No Man. It's got some Jansen Barbieri Karn tracks, I believe. Let me see here. No, I'm sorry. It's got 2 tracks from the Richard Barbieri Tim Bonus solo album that they did, the collaboration they did, and then, which I don't own and is very expensive to find. Like, you're going to pay like $100 for a CD of that. Don't even think it ever came out on vinyl. And then 2 tracks, just standard tracks from No Man's Flower Mouth. This is just kind of cool, a promo thing. I appreciate that. I like that kind of nerdy shit. All right. This was one that Rick sent me, and I'd never heard of this band. Draconian. Under the Godless Veil. I really like this, man. I was kind of shocked that I dug this so much. It's kind of Beauty and the Beast gothic death metal, but not really death metal, more gothic metal, but kind of deathy because there's male death metal vocals, harsh vocals, and then there's beautiful female vocals over this. And I'm not really a Nightwish or a Lacuna Coil or any of those kind of bands, Theater of Tragedy. I just never got into them. But I gotta admit, I really enjoyed this. My only complaint about it is it's a little bit long. Yeah, it does look like a Cradle of Filth kind of, but it doesn't sound anything like Cradle of Filth. Nothing like that. If it did, it would have gone in the trash because I fucking hate Cradle of Filth. So yeah, Draconian. Thank you, Rick. You rule. Okay. one of two of these that I ordered showed up. The other one I had to cancel because it just never showed up. Dodam's Guard. This is Supervillain Outcast. Man, Black Currant Medium, one of my favorite albums of last year. Probably ranked it lower than I should have. This, I haven't gotten into this one yet, so I listened to it quickly online. I'm like, yeah, I'll get that. This is a band I'm kind of infatuated with. And obviously, I'm late to the party because Ben from Brain Smashers and Matt from The Dark Path were all over this way, way, way before I even knew who they were. So I really, really love Black Medium Current, and I dug what I heard here. So I need to get, the other one I had was Omega Umbra, I think it was called, or Ultra Umbra or something like that. It got lost in the ether, and who knows where the fuck it's at, so I canceled the order. So I'll hunt that down somewhere else. And then next to last, this I owe to Anthony Fantano. I hardly ever watched The Needle Drop, but I happened to watch an episode while I was sick of some new stuff I don't usually check in on, and they were talking about this album, and holy fucking shit. Chelsea Wolfe Abyss. This album is haunting, dark, sinister, beautiful, melancholic, electronic, even harsh at times. This fucking album absolutely rules, man. Absolutely rules. Absolutely rules. So, get anybody that doesn't know about Chelsea Wolfe. If you like Marissa Nadler, Emma Ruth Rundle, who I'm late to the party on too, crazily, and I've got some stuff of hers on order right now. I need to get a few more Chelsea Wolves. This amazing album. Absolutely amazing. All right. Last CD, I think. All right. Clark, the Netflix series. Music by Michael Ockerfeldt. Of course, we know now that we've got a new Opeth coming in October. The new song Rules. I think it's amazing. If you don't like it, that's fine. You're allowed to not like it, but I love it. And but I've been putting this off and off and off and off and off. I needed to get this, and I love it. It's 34 tracks, so it's a lot of instrumental stuff. It's all instrumental, but it's very much in the Incauda Venom sort of vibe of prog rock, and you know I love that shit. So haven't listened to the whole thing. I just jumped through. Nah, I didn't actually watch it. I saw bits and pieces of it, but I didn't watch it. Isn't it in Swedish? It's in Swedish, and I struggle with foreign films sometimes when I gotta focus too much. So I haven't heard the new Chelsea, but I'll definitely get it. Yeah, it's jazzy, which is awesome. So all right, I think that's it. Is that it? Yeah, that's it on CDs. Now we got the vinyl, motherfucker. But I'm not going to spend a lot of time on certain ones here because I still have to listen to certain things, and there's a lot of movie soundtracks here. So, all right, we'll start with. You already saw these. So these are the Gatefold Psychotic Waltz reissues. This is green, like a lime green, not lime, a little bit deeper than lime. Okay. I'm not going to open it up because you already saw the CDs. Into the Everflow double. This is a double album. Is it? Wait, is it? Hold on. No, it's not. It's a single album. My bad. I thought it was a double. These do not have the bonus tracks, by the way. Into the Everflow. It's a red, deep red, ruby red. Alright. Testaments, The Legacy. Says it's purple. Limited to 2,000. These are not the reissues that just came out, or like just came out, either late June or July. They wanted a ridiculous fucking $50 for an album. And I'm like, fuck you. And that's Testament selling those, I believe. I couldn't find them anywhere online, and they were all sold out very quickly. And no fucking way, guys, am I paying you $50 for a single album. So, but I love the colors, and I didn't own this on vinyl, so I decided to grab this. I think there's an inner slip. I'm not going to unsleeve much tonight because I don't feel like fighting it. Might do one or two, but not the. Yeah, that new issue, that new order reissue. I really love the way it sounds, but I ain't paying fucking $49 for a single album. Just no, not doing it. Okay. I found a great deal on these, and I decided to grab two of the three. I need to grab the first one yet. Finally got the first, well, this one and the next one you're going to see. So I got Morning Rise, cool little Obi on here. These are the not Century Media, they're Candlelight, right? I think they're Candlelight reissues. But what's cool about them, and they're doubles, by the way, what's cool is these are the half-speed mastered Abbey Road versions. And man, they sound fucking amazing. They sound incredible. Unbelievably, the remastering job on this is fucking amazing. So, dark green, forest green. And I still need to get Orchid. So that, of course, means the next one you're going to see is this one. And they reimagined the artwork. Not reimagined, they cleaned it up to its original intent. I never knew this figure was standing here. I never knew that on my CD copy. You can't see it. And I have the original. Yeah, I think they are 45s. Yes, Tip Fam. I never saw this because my original Candlelight 90 whatever 6 or 98 version of the CD, you can't fucking see this at all. So they cleaned it up. You can actually see the foreground here. There's a lake. And if you go on Reddit, there's somebody actually posted a recent picture of this exact perspective of this river or lake or stream or whatever. And you can see what it looks like now. It doesn't look anything like that, obviously. Really cool cobalt blue. Again, I believe Tip Fam, they're 45s. I'll check. Somebody check me on that, if you would. I'm not sure about that. I don't know, so... Okay, I need to get Orchid yet. Probably going to end up ordering that the next day or two. If they still have them. They had a really good deal on them on Amazon. $39.99 for a double album. I don't love that either, but I love it more than what we just said. All right, Waxworks. William Peter Blatty's Exorcist 3. Possibly my favorite Exorcist album. Or not Exorcist album, Exorcist movie. I'm a big George Kennedy fan. Or not George Kennedy, what the fuck? Yeah, George Kennedy, right? Why am I fucking blanking? Patton, that's George Kennedy, right? Yeah. Purple, one is purple. The other is, it's a smoky mix. You can't really see it well in the glare, sorry. But yeah, there you go. There you can see it. So, George C. Scott, thank you. God, why was I saying George Kennedy? Man, this is killer. I'm not taking this one out because it's hard to get the actual jacket back in there. There is an insert. I love these Waxworks. They're kind of pricey. Was this one 50? Can't remember whether this is 50 or 40. Yeah, George Kennedy Naked Gun. Thank you. Hey, man. What's up, Yammers? Thanks for being here, dude. Yeah, so super dark ambient, super spooky as fuck. If you're going to get... Of course, the first one, the music was done by... man, what is up with me and my... Mike Oldfield. Tubular Bells. But this was done by, I'm not even sure who did this one. Can't remember who did it, but might even say on there. Does it say? There it is. There it is. Barry Dvorzan. This is absolutely killer, man. Waxworks does these things so well. I talked about this one. I can't remember if I showed it I don't think I did because I couldn't find it in anything. But this was through Patrick and Heavy Therapy. Deltron 3030. This is probably the only rap album I own. I do own a Beastie Boys anthology. I think that's it, man. I don't think I own any other rap, but this is amazing. For a rap album, it's absolutely amazing. It's kind of like a rock opera, a Queen rock opera mixed with rap, but it's not the. It's more trip hop and hip hop as opposed to. This is Del the Funky Human Being, I think, or whatever Being or whatever his name is. This is a double album, I believe. Is it? Yes. Double album, black vinyl. Absolutely killer album. And I don't like rap, so there you go. Alright, more Waxworks. A lot of Waxworks shit in here. I cannot fit this into a jacket. I gotta figure out if they make fatter protective sleeves. They probably do. George Romero's Dawn of the Dead, the entire original theatrical soundtrack. 3 albums. Insert. Let's see. And these are all the. These are Rob. No, this isn't a Rob Zombie one. But there's a insert here. And we'll kind of write up on the movie and the soundtrack and all that stuff. Yeah, that's it. Del the Funky Homo Sapien. That Deltron 3030 is an amazing album. I'm not gonna lie, it's so good. Thanks to Patrick over at Heavy Therapy for that recommendation. Here's the inside. Trifold. I want to get this in a sleeve because otherwise I'm probably going to screw this thing up really bad at some point, I bet. I haven't listened to this one yet. I'm going to dig into it very, very soon. There's 3 albums. There's orange, purple, and I think blue. Come on, you bitch. Turquoise. So this one was $60. That I know. I think the no. The Exorcist was $40 because they charge about $20 an album, which I don't think that's bad considering how much trouble they go to make beautiful albums. And I got a new one thanks to Andrew. If Andrew's still here, Andrew, you just bought me the Last Man on Earth soundtrack with Vincent Price. It's coming out in 2 weeks. Okay, next up. Now we're into a lot of, well, you know what? I'm going to do this before we get into all these soundtracks, some of which I showed prior to like a live a little while back, so some of this might be a little bit of a overlap, but give me one moment here. All right, there's that one, and I'm missing one album. Oh no. Okay, hold on. Shit, where is the fucking... Okay. Alright, these are all soundtracks, so I'm going to do the soundtracks last. We'll do those. I don't know where the one out... There's one album I'm looking for here that... Shit, where is it? Alright, I may have to get up in a minute to grab one last album I didn't pull. I had everything else ready. Alright, so here's the Marissa Nadler. You can say, Dear Jeff, thank you, Marissa Nadler. She gave me this copy. Now, it does have a little bit of a dinged quarter up here. I think that's why she gave me a freebie. Sacred Bones. Man, this is might be my favorite Marissa Nadler, and I love July. I love all of her recent stuff, man, and her early stuff. There's a couple albums in the middle, like 2. One's called Little Hells, and the other one's just Marissa Nadler. I'm not a big fan of, and those are the only 2 I don't actually own, but I'm getting all her stuff on vinyl. And I have most of the most recent ones. And again, I threw out those codes. If you didn't grab them, I'll throw them up again before we leave. But I think probably they got grabbed. Um, this one just arrived today, in fact, or no, yesterday, in fact. We did an Amorphous deep dive, and I can't find my CD of this, and I decided because of the album artwork, I had to have this on vinyl because I do have Tales of a Thousand Lakes on vinyl, and this one's badass, kind of an emerald turquoise green. I love this album, man. One of the best. Devin and I agree on something for once. One of the best death metal albums from that era. Highly underrated. Love that fucking logo. I wish they'd go back to it, but that's indicative of the old death metal stuff, so they're not going to do that. Okay, what else do we have here? All right, and then I just grabbed this not too long ago. I'm definitely not taking this out right now because this one is impossible to get in to a... how I got it into a single, I don't know. I'm going to take it out and put the albums in a separate separate individual sleeves. It's a 3-album 2013 Warp reissue. The original came out in 2001, 2002, 2002, maybe 2000, 2001. One of my favorite albums of all times. You guys, if you know me or have listened to me talk about boards, did last year I did a deep dive with Melinda on this band, as she and I love this band to death. 3 albums. Fuck, man. If you don't know these guys or haven't checked them out, god damn, just get the fuck on it, man. Alright. Now, there's one other Hold on. Well, this is weird. Maybe it's in here and I just overlooked it. So, all right, we're going to start with the soundtrack stuff. Dario Argento's Inferno. This is Keith Emerson of ELP. And 240-gram album, splatter vinyl. A beautiful soundtrack. Beautiful albums, too. I think they're both the same, I believe. Are they? Shit. Yeah, they are. I haven't gotten around to this one yet, but I've seen the movie, and I love the soundtrack to it. And I got a ton of Mondos. They're Mondo... Fuck, who sells these? Mondo... Can't remember the name of the label or the distro. Here it is. Death Waltz and Mondo. They're they do all kinds of soundtracks. So Inferno by Keith Emerson. If you guys have ever watched any of the Catacombs of Depravity, which kind of fell by the wayside because it was harder and harder to get people together to do that, but I'd like to do another one of them. Maybe we'll hold off till October and just do a Halloween special. I know Dennis wanted to do a slasher special in March, but I couldn't get a lot of buy-in from people, so we'll have to see what happens. So The Changeling, which is soundtrack to a George C. Scott film, one of my favorite films, ghost stories of all time. This is a double one. You get the ball. This is the red and white ball that comes down the stairs. If you've seen the movie, you'll know. And then an orangish yellow. And I love this album. It's piano. I actually have it on CD. And it came with the limited edition Severin, I think, box set. Man, so damn good. So damn good. And this is by Ken Wanberg and Rick Wilkins. Music box themes by Howard Blake. National Philharmonic Orchestra of London. And again, 140 gram vinyl. They feel way heavier than that, strangely. All right. If you look at this album, you're going to know why I bought it. I've never heard of this movie. Again, it's a soundtrack. Never heard of this Buio Omega. Joseph D'Amato. Joe D'Amato, I believe, was the guy that did The French Connection, I think. But hey, what's up, Frederick? But I really don't remember. I've never seen this movie. All these are Obies, by the way. But right there is why I bought this. If you know me, I fucking love Goblin. Love Goblin. So I've listened to this one. It's cool. It's like 70s porn music, but prog-wise. And I'm old enough to have watched 70s porn. Almost. Not quite. Maybe, man, I'd have been 13, 14. So yeah. I don't know if I ever did back then. I probably didn't because you didn't have VCRs and DVDs and shit like that, and you had to go to an actual porn theater. So I probably didn't catch any porn until the 80s. And of course, I only did it, because I was, for a biology class, of course. So, but anyways, yeah, orange, and it's called Buio Omega. Very, very cool. Really cool artwork, man. The inside looks really cool. It looks almost like a Dolly. It's kind of Dolly-esque. Kind of weird. All right, next up. You're going to know why I got this one. What's the name on there? Goblin Profundo Rosso. I have the CD of this, but I could not pass up the double album. This is 240 gram albums, complete soundtrack, and a bonus disc of alternate takes. And we've got Dario Argento, one of my favorite guys from that era. So there you go. Goblin. This one has orange and I believe purple. Or magenta, or whatever you want to call that. So all these are mostly double albums. And man, I got these. I literally got most of these. I got 2 huge boxes of these. And I got 14 albums, doubles, most of them, for under $200. So I was like, it's $180. All right, next up. What do we have up next here? Getting to the bottom here. Probably going to be under an hour and a half. That's crazy. Okay. More Goblin. More soundtracks. But Keith Emerson's also on this one as well. It's called The Church. Really cool artwork on this one. I don't know this album or this. I've never heard this one, but Keith Emerson and Goblin, I was all over it. This is a single 180 gram album. Cinevox Archive direct to vinyl remaster. And this is La Chiesa. I don't know who that is. Also from Death Waltz. So I do like Goblin a wee bit, sir. I do. Who released the Goblins? These are all on Mondo and Death Waltz. You can find it on Mondo. It's something else. It's Mondo something. Look up Mondo soundtracks, and you'll find all this stuff. They had a monster sale going on about a month ago. That's when I got in and went fucking batshit crazy. I bought like 6 albums, and I hit buy, and then I was like, fuck, man, I want more of these. I gotta buy a second one. But anything over 100 was free shipping. So I think it was about $206 I spent on all these. So yeah, there you go. The Church. Purplish. All right. Another Dario Argento. Phenomena. Gatefold. Most of these are gatefolds. Not all, but most. This is a splatter, pink. I think it's just the same. Wow, I got these in sideways. Yeah, same thing. So, have not checked this one out yet. I don't know. This is not Goblin, I do believe, right? This is Features music from Goblin, Claudio Simonetti, Simon Boswell, and Andy Sexgang. So there you go. Jennifer Connelly was in this, like as a kid, I believe. I have not seen this movie, shockingly. I need to get on that one, but I couldn't pass that one up either. Anything Argento, I'm gonna grab as a soundtrack. All right, couple more yet. Okay, so this one pisses me off. People Under the Stairs. This album does not fit in a protective sleeve, which bugs the shit out of me. But this comes with a really nice insert jacket and poster, and then it's got this green. Oh, whoops. Green and red and gray. But this is an oversized jacket, man. Fucking thing is huge. Like literally huge. And it will not, it's just about 3 or 4 millimeters too wide across the bottom and across here to fit in a sleeve, like a protective sleeve. So really nice printing. The graphics are great. The print job is amazing. This is a killer Clive Barker movie if you've never seen it. No, I don't think I did get Tenebrae. No, I missed that one. I don't know if they had it. I don't remember. I can't remember, man. All right. Yeah, why did they make it this size? It's fucking dumb. Wes Craven. Sorry, Wes Craven, yeah. What did I say? Who did I say? It's the same guy that did Hellraiser and all that. What did I say? I thought I said Wes Craven. Didn't I say that? All right. Look, I'm still sick, all right, man? It's Wes Craven. I'm almost better, but I'm still not entirely right. But then again, Rick knows I'm not entirely right anyway, so. Okay. Firestarter. This is not the original soundtrack by Tangerine Dream. It's the reimagined version by John Carpenter and his 2 kids. Clive Barker. I did say Clive Barker, sorry. This one I'm not going to take out of there but I love that vinyl, man. Isn't that killer? I think this one's only 120 gram. Feels a lot flimsier than the other ones. All the other ones are 140 and 180. So there's another one. I think I got this for $12. Some of these I got for like 12 bucks. Have no idea if they're still doing that. So, okay. Zombie. Fulci. And we got Fabio Frizzi on this one here. I've listened to this one. It's great. Yellow and black splatter. I think this is only a single, though. Like I said, most of them aren't, but this one is a single. This one's also pretty oversized, too, but it fits in the jacket. So, there you go. Zombie. And then one more Goblin, my favorite of all of them. Suspiria, really cool splattery white, bluish vinyl. This is my favorite Goblin soundtrack. And this, again, the OB in here, really beautiful. This one is only, this is 142. 140 as well. I've listened to this one countless times already. It sounds amazing. Okay. Man, I know I'm missing one here. Where the fuck is that album? Hold on, guys. I wonder if I missed. This is fucking weird. I'll check my racks in a minute. It might be there. All right, and next to last, because I don't think I showed the one other one that I want to show yet, and it's the new Fulci Duckface Killings. Man, I paid $30 for this from Night. Jesus, fuck. The place down in Florida, Night. They do shirts and all that stuff. God damn it, man. I'm forgetting really bad. I'm sorry. I'm really fucking up a lot here. Yellow Night Shift. Thank you, man. Guys, I'm sorry. I still am coming out from being hellishly sick. So Rick can attest to it. He got a lot of message from me where I couldn't even breathe half the time. So that one I don't have in a rice sleeve yet. I need to do that. These guys are coming on next week. I think Wednesday at 2 p.m. in the afternoon. The singer. I don't know. Either the singer or the guitar player. Dom, D-O-M-E. I need to do my homework on this. Andrew told... I haven't even listened to this yet. Andrew told me there's a rap song on here. What? You serious? Anyway. Fulci Duckface Killings. And believe it or not, that's the first Fulci I own. I've listened to all the other ones, but I missed out on that craze when I need to grab some of their other stuff. All right, I need to go look for one more thing. Hold on. Yes, I have pants on, but you're going to get to see some beautiful legs, boys and girls. Mostly boys, so hang on. Ugh. Okay, I may have showed this and I may not have, but it seems to me I don't recall showing it. So if I did, this is the second time, I apologize, but I couldn't find it and I knew it was a fairly recent purchase, but I probably did because I talked about J-Dog. So this is Attic. Got this from Van. Oh no, I got it from 20 Bucks Spin. Very pricey. I think I paid $43 for this album, which is stupid as fuck. But this thing's killer. I am going to open this one up. I may have showed this last time. If I did, I'm sorry. But J-Dog was right once. For once, J-Dog was right. This band's killer. I really, really like this album a lot. And I wanted this out anyways to play it. So, killer jacket, spot gloss on the logo, and it's called The Return of the Witchfinder General. And then what you get in here, you get this really beautiful booklet. This thing's gorgeous, man. And again, if I showed this before, my apologies, I just didn't remember. This is probably the last album that I didn't show, if I didn't show it. So, but I might have. It also strikes me that I didn't show the Deep Purple box set. I may have showed that like before I was having a hang or something like that, so I don't know. But anyway, I won't pull that out, the Machine Head box set. I know I showed it, but I don't know that I showed it on one of these. So lyrics, photos, all that good stuff. It's Attic, A-T-T-I-C, Wade. Alright, and then what else is in here? Okay, there's a poster of that album cover, which is amazing. This album cover, and then the guys in the band. Van does it right, man. They're like Deb and Morty. They just do it right. Yes, this guy sounds like King Diamond. Maybe a little better now. I'm not sure. It's been a while. I'm thinking about going to see King in Philly. I gotta probably get on that. I'm probably gonna get really shitty tickets now, but killer poster. I don't know what this is. What is that? I don't know. Anyway, I think that's it. Yeah, they're on Van, Wade, and it's very much King Diamond, Merciful Fate worship, but done very, 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 very well. And here, look at that. Don't say I don't give you fuckers anything. There's the Attic. There you go. Somebody get it. Quick, quick, quick. Grab it. Grab the download code. Somebody get it? Alright, too late. Alright. I think that's it, boys and girls. But yeah, look at that cover, man. Oh, it's So good. Really killer album. Like the best parts of Merciful Fate. A little bit of Hooded Menace in terms of the riffing. But it's more like a new wave of British heavy metal sort of style versus like, it's King Diamond worship, I don't know what else to tell you. That's what it is. So okay, I think that's gonna be it, guys. I got it done in under an hour and a half, which is crazy because I never do that. Usually mine are 2 hours long. Anybody got any questions? We'll reiterate. Next Friday, 11 a.m. Dan Swano is coming in. Thursday, 9:30 p.m. Alex Milicic, I think is his last name. How you say it? He's coming in from Vile Rights. Cool band. They're kind of like a little bit of a more tech deathy Opeth style, kind of. It's really, really good shit. Really good. Okay, what else? Actually, Devin turned me on to their original EP, which I can't remember the name of, if there is a name to it. Might just be Vile Rights. I don't know if... Okay. What else? Sorry, I'm just double checking that I got everything. And yeah, there you go, Brian. Good for you, dude. I put some codes at the beginning. I don't know if they were all taken or not. There's Marissa Nadler, David Eugene Edwards, and 2 mystery ones from Dark Descent. I have no idea what that is. Yeah, he's only doing it in Swedish. So I'm going to be like, him the herb, the scurb, the herb, the him the herb, the scurb, the herb. And I'll bring some Swedish meatballs. What else? I am so grateful to be feeling better. I'm a little scared to go down and meet Rick in about a little over 2 weeks. Not this Saturday, but Saturday the 31st. I'm going down to meet Rick to go to the Decibel 20th. I think you're going, right, Rick? You're going, right? Decibel 20th anniversary show with Autopsy for the very first time in Philadelphia. Horrendous. Immolation. Be my first time seeing Autopsy and Immolation. Be like my 6th time seeing my boys Horrendous. Who else? Crypt Sermon. My boys Crypt Sermon, who were just on last night. Please go watch that interview. It was fucking awesome. Those guys were awesome. And they're doing the whole Stygian Rose. And it looks like it's going to be the only time they do that for this special 20th anniversary thing. You're going unless someone duck face kills me. Rick, you know how to beat a pun into the ground. You do realize that, right? You just beat it relentlessly. And we know you beat it a lot. Beat it, or do you just eat it? You eat it and beat it, or beat it and eat it? Hey, who am I to judge? Anyway, yeah, so I'll be meeting Rick down there for that show. I'm praying that I don't get sick again. It's very much tied in with my neurological condition, which is getting progressively a lot worse. And I'm not going to get into it because I probably bum people out a lot when I talk about that shit a lot. But there will be a big update on that coming at some point in time. I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep doing the channel, but I'm going to keep pushing until I'm physically unable to do it or I'm dead, one or the other. Yeah, I may very well wear a mask, even though I don't think it's going to help, but I may do it anyways. I was very worried this was COVID, and it wasn't. Had it been COVID, very good chance I'd have been in the hospital. You know, I didn't do a whole lot on the channel the last 3 weeks because I was sick for 2.5 of those. It was growing and growing and growing, and then it just fucking hammered me, and I was deathly ill. I missed out on going to see 2 shows that week, Lamb of God and Mastodon, and Eric Johnson. I was going to go down to see Eric Johnson the night before that. That's the night I started getting really sick. I'm like, fuck no, I can't do it. So, but weirdly, I went to MDF, I went to Queensryche, I went to Vicious Rumors, I went to Tumult and in Philly, didn't get sick there. So it's hard to know. I never know, and it's gonna be in my head, and I'm probably gonna be. I don't know. I don't know. So, but my other option is to lay in bed and just die here in my bedroom. So, I don't really want to do that either. But anyway, guys, anybody got some quick questions? Any quick questions you got for me? Again, come on, man. Please, guys, buy a shirt. Come on. Brian already bought one. Eric bought one. And I'm not calling people out. I'm just saying who did. Rick got a freebie for all the wonderful things he does for me. Frederick, man, it would be too expensive. I get it. But yeah, anybody, this is a killer shirt. Lee did the artwork from Heavy Art Talk. You're not gonna get this and Marty did the printing over at Marty Worm. I mean, you're not gonna get a great shirt like this for $25. That's shipped in the United States. If you're out of the United States, you gotta contact me. I do have a Big Cartel link you can use, or you can contact me at my email address directly and Venmo or Zelle or PayPal me. So I'm going to be doing a new run, probably the last. I'm not saying for sure, but could be. I'll probably order 35, 40 more. I gave a shit ton of them away. I took a bath on this. Most of the ones I gave away were to, guys that contributed to the show a lot, or guys, my friends in the music biz like Kelly and Matt from Horrendous and the guys in Horrendous and Derek and all that kind of stuff. So I felt like they deserved them for giving me so much of their time. But anyway, yeah, the rates are crazy. Shipping, I get it, but you spend shit tons on shipping for albums, don't you, Frederick? So maybe you and I can work a deal out on a shirt. Hit me up privately on Messenger, and we'll see if we can work something out. The link is in all my other videos. I think I forget to put it in when I do collection updates, but I will. But if you go back and look at the Crypt Sermon one, wait, it's in there. But I should add it to all these too, just to let people know. So okay, what else? Yeah, Frederick needs to sacrifice 20 vinyls a month to buy my shirt. You hear me, Frederick? I'm just kidding, man. Fate's warning. Anyway, anybody got any questions? Anybody got any pressing issues they want to discuss? Remember, Fulci next week, probably Wednesday. Thursday, Alex from Vile Rights. Dan Swano on Friday. The videos, the thumbnails will be done tonight or tomorrow. There is a placeholder one that I use for all that stuff. So check them out. The times are already in there. The Fulci one isn't listed yet. It will be. Okay, what else? Oh, one last thing. I don't ever do this, and I don't know why I don't do it, but every other fucking person that does a YouTube channel, for the most part, does it. Like, subscribe, comment. Even if it's just to say, hey, Jeff, you're a dick. I'm okay with that. If you're really nasty about it, then I'll probably come back at you. But yeah, listen. Like, subscribe, comment. And go to if you're not on my Instagram for gas masks and hand grenades, please do so. I don't really use Facebook very much. I have a Facebook. It cross-posts from IG to there. I hardly ever go on Facebook. I just don't. I don't know why. I just don't. But do the Instagram. I'd like to see those numbers up a little better. It helps me procure people to come in. Oh, I know. Steve Von Till's going to be coming up soon. I've reached out to Vincent Cavanaugh because he's got a new thing that I would really, really like to have him on. We'll see if he gets back to me. Let's see. And then, like I said, John, we're going to do the second part of the Amorphous thing in early September with John Holm and my friend Stunty from Stunt Rock Confusion over in Sweden. We're going to be with Peter and Jimmy for Amorphous. Then we're going to do a coil primer in September, later September with John Halm and Stunty. For those people that don't know who Coil are, you'll learn a little bit about that. That band and their vast catalog. There's a lot to like and some weird shit in there. If you're into, Throbbing Gristle meets Cabaret Voltaire meets Ultravox meets electronica. I don't know what else to tell you. No Lars Ulrich. No, I don't think. I'm not nearly big enough to get Lars in. I really want to get an Anathema deep dive started. That's going to be a two-parter. And then there's one other one, the Pink Floyd two-parter with Tom Draper and Chuck, who's not been on a deep dive in over a year. I'm pulling him out of retirement. And then I also want to do a Metal Island. We're going to do a Metal Island. And I'm thinking glam rock. I'm thinking glam metal, hair metal. I'm thinking it. No grindcore. This is not going to happen because I don't own any grindcore or very little. But we'll see. What I might do is put a poll out there with a couple of options and let people that, check that stuff out here pick one. So there you go. Yeah, I think that's it, guys. I think that's it. Brian, was good to see you pop in. Wade, good to see you, buddy. Cool, man. You got the new order code? Nice. All right, good deal. My shirt pitch is better than another square pitch. Yeah, right. What else? Anything else that's important? Rick, good to see you. I'll see you in the flesh soon. I think that's it. How many shirts I got left? What do you mean? Oh, shirts. I don't have any left. I have 2 mediums, but they're going to Damien and Jamie and Horrendous in 2 weeks, and they're giveaways. And then I'm gonna replenish with about 35 or 40. 1 or 2 X's, 1 or 2 smalls. Although I gotta get one for my 2 kids, so maybe 3 smalls because nobody gets smalls, hardly ever. Probably 5 mediums, 10 large, 8 extra large, and that might be it. I may, but I gotta sell them, guys. I really gotta sell them, man. And I really don't think $25 is too much. So, if you knew what I was paying for them and the shipping and all that, I'm really not making a ton of money. I'm making a couple bucks a shirt, and it's not like I'm going out and buying a lot of shit with the money I'm making off them. I just like seeing them out there, and I am going to ask people to post a picture if they have Instagram or Facebook or something like that, the people that own them right now. So hit me up with orders or with inquiries. Frederick, I'll talk to you, and we'll see what we can do as far as getting you one that's not too expensive based on how much the shipping is going to be, and I'll get you a shipping quote. Wade, where are you at, man? You're in like Iowa or Illinois or somewhere in the Midwest, right? So yours would just be 5. So you'll wear it next collection update. You've already worn it, haven't you, Rick? I think you have. A bunch of people have. Peter wore his. Serge has worn his. Jimmy's worn his. I don't know. Brian doesn't do on-air videos anymore, but he does the. God damn it, Brian! I forget the fucking name of it. Midwestern Metal something. I'm sorry, man. He posts a lot of obscure metal there, and he's actually got more subscribers than me. I'm a little salty about that, motherfuckers. Just saying. But anyways, we're working the best I can, and it is a little frustrating when you bust your ass the way that I do to get either the deep dives, Midwestern Metal Archives. Thank you. That's Brian's channel. Go sub up to that. Thank you, Eric. That'd be great, man. Thank you, buddy. Good luck on that. Get some video. You wear it on Ben's channel. Yeah, you can do that. Whatever you want to do. But I will say that, it's a little frustrating at times to bust my ass the way that I do and I got a core group of people that really enjoy it, but I just don't seem to be, I'm not blowing up. I'm not trying to be, 10,000 subs or Thralls of Metal guy or whatever. I don't need that, and I'm never going to be a regular poster every day at this time or whatever. That's what Nick does. Marty does that with the Wednesday night and the Friday night stuff, and then now with their album reviews. Maybe if I did more album reviews, it would happen, but I don't know, man. It's just, it pains me to get cool artists like the Crip Sermon guys and Dan Swano and all these things. Maybe Dan will be a pretty big one, but or Scott Burns, and then I get 400 views, and I know they'll build, but it'd be nice to get 1,000 views on stuff. And I'm not whining, I'm not crying, I'm not caring. I'm just saying, man, so maybe if people like and subscribe and comment, even if it's just a dumb comment, it will help. I don't know, but I'm doing what I do, and I'll keep doing it. But it does sometimes wear on me a little bit when I'm not feeling well, and I push myself to get something done for people out there that's kind of unique. I feel like what I do is kind of unique. Generally speaking, there's not a lot of people that do the deep dive interviews like I do, and they are scaling back a little bit. I've gone from 4 hours to 3 hours to just under 2 hours now, and a lot of these more promo ones, if you do it just for views, that's lame. Do it because you enjoy it, not to get recognized. I don't fully agree with that entirely, Devin. I do. If I didn't enjoy it, I wouldn't do it at all. But it would be nice to see a little more traction. That's all I'm saying. I'm not asking to be Anthony Fantano or Thralls of Metal. I'm not asking for that. And, even Thralls of Metal, man, they've got 20,000 subs almost, and a lot of their videos are only, a couple hundred to maybe just under 1,000. When they do their deep dive or their rankings and all that stuff, they get a lot. I don't know if I'm just not doing the right thing as far as trying to promote it properly. I don't know. I've thought about TikTok, and man, fuck. I don't even really like doing anything. I don't even like Instagram so much. I feel like I'm on there all the goddamn time, and I don't want to be on TikTok. And I would have to start editing more. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to start cutting my interviews up into shorter 30-minute segments for people. I don't know. It's just kind of sad that people don't have the ability to sit down and focus. And you don't have to watch an interview all in one go. You can watch 30 minutes and come back and watch another 30 minutes the next day, or an hour and then come back and watch the second half an hour later, or another day later. So I don't know if that's the problem. I just don't get it. I don't get it. But anyway, I think that's it. And Brian, I wasn't dicking on you, man. I wasn't shitting on you about passing me up with your thing. That's not what I was getting. I think you understand why I have a little bit of frustration. And so it's kind of weird. I'll give you a perfect example. And again, I'm not shitting on this person either at all. He's a good friend of mine. But Lee from Heavy Art Talk started his channel well after mine, probably a year and a half, if not more. And he's right at where I'm at, if not passing me. He might have passed me. And Lee does great stuff. And I think Lee'd be the first guy to say he took a lot of inspiration for what he does from me. And Lee, if I'm wrong about that, you can fucking tell me to fuck off. But I don't think I am. Because in private conversations, you've kind of alluded to that. And he's doing a great job. And he's fitting a real unique niche, right? He's doing the art stuff, which a lot of people, hardly anybody does. So it's very, very cool. And I'm super proud of him and super happy for him. But it does bug me a little bit that I'm like, man, I've been breaking my balls doing this for, the last 2 years solidly, and probably into 21. The truth of the matter is I really didn't get rolling until late 21 because that early stuff is garbage because I had a shitty phone and shitty service. It really was. So maybe I shouldn't be so uptight about it. and I'm really not. But the reality of it is, it was just nice to see, you know, a little bit more traction. And Scott, my buddy here, I met him through the channel. Um, Face mask and hand soap, right? Yeah, funny guy, man. Um, and but you know, I mean, in all honesty, though, Eric, I think I'm doing something fairly unique too. You know, the really long deep dives. Yeah, some people don't have the maybe the attention span for it, won't watch it as a result. But you know, my interviews, this is gonna sound super egotistical. And while I have an ego like everybody, I'm not. If people really know me well personally, they know I'm fucking a jerk off. I just don't. I'm never serious about a lot of stuff, and especially about myself. But I do think I do very good interviews, and I've developed and gotten better over time. I listen better now. I don't always overtalk people like I used to, um, and so, you know, I do feel like I do something very unique and relatively different. There's really only one other channel that kind of does what I does, and it's the Cali Death Podcast. And the difference there is they have lots of guys on talking over each other, and they have guys on. It's more like a drinking hang or a smoking hang. I tend to not do that with my interviews, and I tend to not really bring a lot of people on anymore, but me, because I have a an agenda to accomplish, and so there we go. All right, I sound like a whiny, kiss ass Karen here that wants a lot of accolades, and I'm not asking for that. I'm just talking out loud. That's all. So all right. Yeah, there you go. Isaac Falk interview later. Yeah, man. So, yeah, and Scott did hit me up. He's like, dude, you do this amazing stuff. And I've been hit with lots of people on Instagram that I don't really know, or they tell me who they are on their YouTube name. And they're like, dude, your interviews are special. They're really special. And, I appreciate that. I really do. That goes a long way to making me want to continue to do it, and propels me to work a little harder. So, and real quick, everybody, I don't know if you see this, but I finally got all my vinyl. All right, there we go. You can see that, kind of. So I finally got my 2 racks of vinyl up. Took forever. Don't ask about the fucking blanket over my bed. It's a long story. All right. But you can see I got all my guitars hung up now. Got that. I got my stereo stuff all sorted out finally. I can't move. Finally got that sorted out. Got a lot of my CDs put away. I moved my box set cheesy ass rack here in the middle, but just hundreds of box sets. I got my Les Paul up there. Oh no, that's my PRS and my bass, my Spectre, and those are all the CDs I still gotta kind of get through and catalog. And then I guess the last one to show would be there's my Les Paul, my lamp, and my weird fucking thing. So I finally have all of my guitars off the floor, and I have floor space back again. Thank goodness. And yeah, I think that's it, man. I think I'm done. I've talked way too long. So you got to get, what's that? Yeah, Robert Lowe. Yeah, it was great. Hamish was great. Guitar hangers. Yep, got them up off the ground. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Wade. Peter and Jimmy knocked out of the park with the first half of the Amorphous catalog the other day. One day all my vinyl collapse. Yeah, you will. You'll be buried under it, Rick. Your vinyl shit makes mine looks crazy, but I probably have more CDs than you, maybe, but I don't know. I don't know. Box sets. I'm the box set king. But anyway, what's the last thing here? You got to get. Yeah, I know I do, and none of them fucking do it, and I don't understand it. I don't understand it. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Kelly, I've asked him, and he said, well, post it in Facebook, and then I go to do it, and it won't work, and for him, and I don't get it, man. I don't get why these artists aren't out there helping me help promote them. It's just weird. That part I don't get. So anyway, Marissa Nadler did it. There's a couple people that have done it. The Valdrin guys did it. I'd have to sit down. Not all of them haven't done it. There's maybe maybe 30% have done it, but I don't get why some of them don't help me help them. It's very odd. So, all right, guys. Any questions before I jet out of here and get some more sleep so I feel a little better tomorrow? Yeah, I do want to reach out to Chelsea Wolfe and Emma Ruth Rundle. I'm going to do that. Emma Ruth is coming through in October, but she's actually over in Europe right now. But if I can get her in between and she's willing to jump on, then I would love to have her on. I got to check on Chelsea and see what's going on with her. I'm trying to get Shane McCarthy from Wayfarer on. I'm hiding a couple bodies. You should see them. They're really hot too. It's twins. Don't say what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. All right, boys and girls. Rick, I'll see you soon. I talk to all you guys offline anyway. So, Scott, I'll talk to you, buddy. And that's Scott. You want to mention your thing? Put the name of it in the comments. Your Discord thing, in case anybody wants to jump onto that for Denver metal bands and all that kind of stuff. I forget the name of it. I'm sorry. Oh, shit. Fucking bitch. Hang on one sec, guys. Just drop my remotes everywhere. So, all right, I'm going to go. I'm feeling much, 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 much better, but I've been on the go since noon today, and I'm fucking tired. So, Tip Fam, Devin, Wade, Mr. Rick, Mr. Eric, Scott, Mr. Brian, Ryan was in here earlier, I think, Frederick. Hit me up, Frederick, on Messenger. Who else? Who else is in here? AZ Mick was here earlier. Mean Metal Mike. Haven't seen you in a while, Mean Metal. Andrew. Andrew already went to bed, I'm sure. I think that's it. So, guys, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. You guys rule. And I appreciate all that you do and checking in tonight. Thank you. All right? Peace.